First of all, Jay, what have you made of the season so far?
I think we aren't where we should be, and we aren't where we want to be. And I think that's something that we need to start putting right. Obviously, Christmas period being a really busy period, lots of games. I think it's a good chance for us to turn that round and to start getting on the front foot.
How have you personally found the step up to League One and playing at this level regularly?
I felt good. I think it took me a few games at the start of the season to probably find my feet again. I think not specifically down to the league. I think played a big part. Obviously, the operation in the summer, gaining back match fitness, being back involved with the boys, stuff like that. But I feel good currently. I feel strong. I feel fit, and I feel ready to turn this form around. And as do all the boys, we want to start winning games of football.
What do you feel have been the kind of key differences to last season in terms of the opposition you've faced and the games that you've played in?
I think obviously there's a higher quality of players. So I think it's that thing of if you give up a chance, it's more likely that chance is going to be taken. There's a higher quality of attacking players, and then also at the other end, a higher quality of defenders. So you have to work the ball better to score, and to create chances, you have to work harder to do that.
And as a team, you've finished really strongly, haven't you, the last couple of years? Do you expect that Doncaster this season will improve and kind of get better maybe as the season goes on?
Yeah, I have no doubt. I think we've got a great group of boys, a great squad of lads, and I think we all know in the dressing room that it's time for us to put all the good stuff we've got, put it all together and start winning games of football.
And I know league results have been frustrating over the last couple of months, but the cup wins helped recently to re-establish the form and give you all that kind of belief and feeling again.
Yeah, I think the performances and the results in the cup show what type of quality we've got in the squad. Obviously, the two good results against Chesterfield, the result against Bradford in the cup a couple of weeks before that. I think that shows the quality that we do have, and I think we've got to start using that momentum that we seem to have in the cups and moving that into the league. I don't think we're going through a rough patch. I think the last 4 games, I think we've won 3 and drawn 1 if I'm wrong in all competitions. So I think it's about putting that momentum together now and going on a run ourselves.
Yeah. Do you, in terms of kind of your position, do you feel that a regular starting spot at centre half is still maybe up for grabs between the 4 of you? Because I know that between you and Matty and Connor, you've kind of played the majority of the games, but you've all had opportunities, haven't you, this season?
Yeah, I think that's the nature at this club. I think everyone gets an equal opportunity, and I think that's how it should be given the quality of the players in the dressing room. I think everyone deserves their opportunity to play, and I think it's about when you get given that opportunity, doing your best and performing your best to keep that shirt. And I know every lad in that dressing room wants to play every game, as do I. I want to keep my shirt and I want to play every minute. So I think it's healthy to have that competition, and it's competition that's needed to push people and to make people perform better to keep their shirt.
In particular, have you found Matty Pearson a real benefit and what he's brought to it with, Grant McCann's talked about this, one of the few players that's kind of played at a higher level within the squad?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, he's got great experience in the game, and it's great for the likes of me, Connor, Sean to learn off him and to pick his brain. He's got experience at this level, experience at a higher level, and he knows a lot of the teams that we come up against what to expect. So it's always good to have someone like that in the dressing room.
One thing I have noted is that between the 4 of you, you've only got 1 goal between you this year. Is that something you're conscious of? And I know as a team that is it important that more people start to add a few more goals to it? Yeah,
it's important that we start chipping in. I think I'm yet to score for the club. I've been close on a couple of occasions, but and not scoring yet for the club is, to put it bluntly, it's not good enough. I need to start chipping in, as do the rest of the defenders and the midfielders, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who scores as long as someone scores and we win these games. So I think we have looked very threatening from attacking set plays. I just think it's about turning that threat now into goals instead of just causing a bit of carnage and looking a threat, turning that into goals.
Is that something that you've spoken about as a defensive unit, and maybe when you're practicing and looking at set pieces in particular?
Yeah, definitely. We work on attacking set pieces every week, the same way we work on defensive ones. So it's something we are aware of. It's something that we're constantly working on, constantly looking at new ways to attack these set pieces. I think the last couple of weeks we've looked threatening. Runs have been good, balls into the box have been good. It's now about putting those chances away.
Cardiff City up next. They're currently top of the table. They're clearly one of the big clubs in the division. Be a real sign of intent, though, wouldn't it, if you went there and brought something back to Doncaster?
Yeah, definitely. We're going there to win. As we go into any game, we're going there to win, and that's what we'll be trying to do on Saturday.
For you, are these the kind of games that when you did manage to get promoted last season that you really look forward to and revelled in? You know, big club, big stadium, all that kind of thing that comes with a game like this.
Yeah, I think that's amazing. But I revel every game. I love playing football. I love playing for this club. I love pulling the shirt on, and I want to play every game that I can play. So it's brilliant that it's in a nice stadium and it's got a nice fancy couple seats and that, but I like playing every game of football, whether it be in a big, massive, nice stadium or at a small one. It doesn't matter to me.
And I know we spoke in the summer after you'd stayed and the club had rejected the interest and everything else. There was a big kind of show of faith in you. Do you feel like there's a lot more to come from you personally this season? Yeah,
I'm trying to repay the faith that the club has shown in me with the long-term deal. Repay that faith in performances. My mind is fully on being at this club. I love being at this club, and I want to win games and start winning games.